Charles Swindoll said this: prejudice is a learned trait. You're not born prejudiced, you're taught it. Stigma and prejudice adversely affect all stratas of community and society and exist across all cultures. To that end, such forms of social exclusion are quite simply no longer acceptable. Welcome to this week's Hope from the Hills. The Bible says this: do to others as you would like them to do to you. That's Jesus' own words from Luke chapter 6 and verse 31. Stigma at its most destructive has insidiously woven itself into the fabric of our human interaction, creating barriers that both isolate individuals and groups. It manifests itself in various forms, from issues related to mental health, class, poverty, race, and sexual orientation. At its core, it's a mark of disgrace associated with a particular circumstance, quality, or person, thriving on misunderstanding and fear, and often leading to negative stereotypes and dehumanization. This societal labelling can severely affect individuals, impacting their well-being and self-worth, perpetuating feelings of loneliness and escalating rates of anxiety, depression, and even suicidal ideation. In short, stigma's impact is always significant, hallmarked by prejudice, social exclusion, and suffering. The consequences of stigma are evident if we choose to look within any community. Recipients often hesitate to seek help due to the fear of being judged, and this reluctance perpetuates a stark cycle of suffering and silence. The very essence of stigma is to divide, as it fosters an us versus them mentality, something which is contrary and diametrically opposite to the fundamental teachings of Jesus and the hope and reconciliation reach of the gospel message. In the face of stigma's darkness, the gospel radiates the light of hope. It encourages the embracing of compassion, understanding, and love, challenging every one of us to confront the disease of stigma and prejudice and transform our communities. Jesus' teaching offers a radical counter-narrative to the prevailing culture of stigma. Central is the concept of love that is unconditional, transcends boundaries and societal labels. Jesus exemplifies this in his interactions with the most marginalised by society, the sick, the poor, and the outcast. He embraces lepers, forgave sinners, and uplifted the downtrodden. And in doing so, he shatters the barriers of stigma, inviting all into a community of mercy, love, grace, and acceptance. The message is clear: there is no place for stigma in the heart of Christ. Each one of us is created in the image of God, deserving of dignity, respect, and love. And those who follow Jesus are called and commanded to mirror this love in our own lives and the lives of those around us. The challenge lies in honestly recognising our biases and the subtle way in which we may perpetuate stigma. It requires a strong regime of self-evaluation and a willing commitment to change our perspectives. As reconcilers, we need to become advocates for those who are silenced by stigma, offering support and understanding rather than judgment and the furtherance of pain. This is about radical love and the inclusion and fostering of open dialogue and the creation of safe spaces where experiences can be shared without the fear of condemnation. As we seek to build bridges of acceptance, the stigmatised can find both healing and a sense of belonging, where the transformative power of Christ can break every chain, offering a path towards redemption and restored purpose. While stigma is a pervasive issue that is the catalyst and cause of great harm, the enduring message of the gospel provides a powerful antidote. Through the gospel narrative, Jesus invites us to reject fear and misunderstanding in favour of love, acceptance, and hope. By embodying these principles in our own lives and communities, we can challenge stigma and prejudice to create an atmosphere and opportunity to be a light, offering inclusivity and understanding. Each of us who claim to be followers of Jesus should seek to embrace the call to be vessels of Christ's love, working towards a future where every individual made in God's image is valued and uplifted. In doing so, we heed the call of the kingdom and contribute to the healing of our prejudiced, broken, and stigmatized world. I'll see you next time.